is all they wanna talk about. Sex and weed is all they wanna talk about. Money and drugs is all they wanna talk about. Nights in the club is all they wanna talk about. Ice and whips is all they wanna talk about. Dollars and cents is all they wanna talk about. Girls and cars is all they wanna talk about. The world is yours is all they wanna talk about. With this approach that they take in the industry, your eyes are glued, entertained by this imagery. They try to switch and change your identity. Money, sex is what they want to ingrain in your memory. Cars and rims is all they wanna talk about. In 06 they was telling you to walk it out. Picture me rolling, so this is how you thought it out. Becomes part of your speech, now this is all you talk about. In a standstill like the Statue of Liberty. Once you were free, but now you are back in captivity. You can't accomplish none living in bondage. Seek his kindness, cause he's keeping his promise. And when he speaks, we know he speaks to remind us to stay away from a world that is sleeping in blindness. So live it up, it's something they wanna emphasize. But we stand in faith so we can follow the enterprise. The American dream is all they wanna talk about. Sex and weed is all they wanna talk about. Money and drugs is all they wanna talk about. Nights in the club is all they wanna talk about. Ice and whips is all they wanna talk about. Dollars and cents is all they wanna talk about. Girls and cars is all they wanna talk about. The world is yours. Most of these rappers speak the same language. The game never changes. Claim to be a king, but most are living in anguish. Get too impatient and sell their soul to be famous. The main reason of why they're caught in the dangers of life. They refuse the message of Christ and then have the nerve to say that they blessing the mic. Therefore, I use my weapon and fight. With truth in my hand, I'm defending what's right. What's right? So won't you take the assessment? Think harder before you make the investment. I'm not here to make an impression, but to open your eyes to invade the deception. So think twice before you make the selection. If anything, the Bible says to aim for perfection. Sex and guns is all they wanna talk about, but Christ the Son is the one you shouldn't walk without. The American dream is all they wanna talk about. Sex and weed is all they wanna talk about. Money and drugs is all they wanna talk about. Nights in the club is all they wanna talk about. Ice and whips is all they wanna talk about. Dollars and cents is all they wanna talk about. Girls and cars is all they wanna talk about. The world is yours is all they wanna talk about. From the music on the internet that is killing your intellect, videos displayed in this era seem to be incorrect. Secular rappers, I'm taking shots that are indirect. The portrait that you paint in the message, of course, that it reflects. I mean no disrespect, I'm here to disinfect. To half of you rappers saying shake it and get it wet. You spit a couple of verses now that I intercept to tell you over and over again, but you don't get it yet. It's so you get upset and you make excuses, speaking lies instead of telling them what the truth is. To me it's stupid and your flow is useless. Look at your fruit, you can tell by what it produces. Money, guns, and sex and goods. You can tell by the way that it affects the hoods. Yeah, it's a way to inherit the cream. Money to this world is the American dream. The American dream is all they wanna talk about. Sex and weed is all they wanna talk about. Money and drugs is all they wanna talk about. Nights in the club is all they wanna talk about. Ice and whips is all they wanna talk about. Dollars and cents is all they wanna talk about. Girls and cars is all they wanna talk about. The world is yours is all they wanna talk about.